So I have been I've done the 100 class and the 200 class of Science of Mind. And do you guys with the camera need this moved over more? Is that what you're... Okay. I know I'm good, but do you need this moved over? Okay. Anyway, I have done the 100 class and the 200 class, and I have diligently attended services. I think I missed 2 due to the story that I'm about to tell you. And I think that's about all I've missed in almost 3 years, over 3 years. So I am not I'll be really honest and expose myself here, I'm not quite as embedded in the belief and the teachings as Anne is, because she's in the 300 class and I'm stubborn and obstinate, and I go fighting every inch of the way. But I have enough conviction in these teachings to know that they actually work, and I've actually got enough evidence in my life to have seen some changes occur. But one of the biggest things that happened, because I need the brick wall, I'm the graduate of the brick wall school, I've got to keep hitting the wall several times before I get the message, like, oh, okay. So I had a huge injury. Some of you have known about it. In here, I was volunteering, and I know it sounds stupid, but I left my stepladder at home, and I used one of those big sturdy brown tables to stand on. And I was draping the bookstore for an event we were having. And I somehow, by the dragging of the table, loosened the security on the leg. And I'd been on this table several times. But when I got up on it the last time, the table collapsed under me, and the edge of the table went up underneath my rib cage. And I knew immediately that this was not good. And anyway, the long story short is that several hours in ER, and I came to find out that I had broken 3 ribs. I had internal injuries. My liver enzymes were elevated, severely elevated, and they were a bit concerned about it. And I was not feeling good, I'll be honest. And I went home that evening at about 2:30 in the morning, and I've got to give a shout out to my resident nurse, Sue Paisley, who was there every step of the way. She claims that was part of her weight loss program, running up and down the stairs, taking care of me, so I was happy to be of service. But they told me when I left that it would be 3 to 4 months. And this is the pinnacle part of the story, because something in my head and in my essence said, I won't tell you what the word was that I heard in my head, but it started with a B, had an S in the middle. And I went, I'm not accepting that. That's not okay with me. And so what occurred next was that I am surrounded by a very powerful minister and a practitioner team and a huge spiritual community, and everybody went into prayer mode. And some of which, like Reverend Roby and Lisa Lazaro, were lovely enough to come by my house and sit beside my bed and pray with me. And, of course, my resident nurse is also my resident practitioner, Sue Paisley. She prayed daily, I think probably hourly, for me to get back on my feet. But anyway, the truth of the matter was, 3 to 4 months they told me that I would not be up and around. In 3 weeks, I was back on that stage doing the announcements. So the power of prayer really does work. I was still on pain medication at that point, but like little pain medication, and I was off pain meds in under 4 weeks. I was back functioning without pain. My liver enzymes returned to normal in just under 2 weeks. So, and I am back to my usual ornery self. So. I really do believe in these teachings. I need to write that up and put it on the demonstration board. And so I don't have the huge financial story that Anne shared with you yet, but mine's coming. I'm working on that one. And but my health was huge, and to be able to be back and physically in shape and come back to work and back to the center was amazing. So I thank everybody who prayed for me over that time that I know of, and those that I don't know of, and it does work. So I'll open it up for someone else.
Thank you, Lietta.